Hey, what's up, YouTube? A lot of people have asked me about the price of my bar top arcade machine, and so I want to make this video to show you what I paid, what you could pay, and some different options you may have to answer all those questions I've been getting. If you navigate to their website, you can click this little down arrow here, and they have the Bar Top Arcade Deluxe Kit. You can learn more. They have some other products as well. There it is again. Go ahead and hit learn more, and this is where all the pricing is as well, and this is what I'm basing my pricing on. But if you want, I have many previous videos showing off this kit, building it, bench testing it, everything. As you can see here, you have a couple of different control options. You can provide your own controls. You know, that might be able to save some money right there. You have different controls. You can get no graphics, or you can install it yourself and have them print them, or you can have them print them and them install them. The bezel is another option as well. I have one on mine, but you don't necessarily need one. And it comes with everything you need, except a few little extra items, and we're going to talk about that. So let's actually, this middle one here is the one that I have. So I have the bar top kit with graphics. They did already install mine, but you know that's a small. This I quoted it with you installing it yourself with the Sanwa controls for $410. The monitor I bought was $90 brand new on Amazon. The speakers I bought were $13.50 brand new on Amazon. The amp was $14 brand new on Amazon. The LED light power supply was $10 brand new. LED lights was $8 brand new. A Pi 3 with a Cana kit, which is going to give you all the things you need, a case, all that stuff. Heat sinks, $50. HDMI cables about $5. You might even have one around your house. And I'm going to do this with a 64 gig. That's plenty of space. And then the T-molding was another $10. As well. So you might be able to, or you might already have a speaker, things like that, but that brings the total cost to out of your pocket for brand new. You can build these all day, any graphics you want, $632.50. Now, you could save $40 if you buy like a used monitor. I bought it brand new. I think you could save an amount of money there. Also, you know, if you buy a smaller SD card, you can save some money there. If you already have a Pi, like if you already have the Pi and the HDMI cable and the SD card, now it's only $555. A lot of you watching probably already have a Pi, so that actually lowers this number significantly. Now here's the utmost cheapest, and then we'll go like middle of the road. So cheapest is to buy it without graphics. If you were to add graphics, it's an extra $79.99. Buy a used monitor. You might even find a free 19-inch monitor, you know, maybe from a school, maybe from a company that's shutting down. You know, 19-inch monitors are all over the place, and you can get them really cheap. You might be able to get maybe even a 20-incher. So this is really cheap. Most monitors, especially modern ones, have speakers already built in. So now you don't need speakers. You don't need an amp. You also don't need to necessarily light up your marquee. If you don't want lights on it, don't put lights. Just put an image. Like the lights are kind of baller. You don't have to have lights. And then instead of getting a Pi 3, why not get a Pi Zero? You know, I know that won't necessarily run everything, but if you really want to go on the cheap, we'll do this again with the Pi Zero, or the Pi 3 kit was 60. HDMI is $5. T-molding. So you get as cheap as 637. And again, if you have your own Pi and you have your own HDMI kit, you can get that down to 330. If you want a Pi 3, it's going to be $60. That goes up to 390. The other thing I wanted to show you was with graphics. Let's just say you want graphics. And by the way, this is with the Zippy control, which is not as good as the Sanwa controls, but they're still really good. So that goes, adding the graphics goes to 380. Used monitor with a Pi 3, 460. With the Pi Zero and an HDMI cord, 450. So you see how you can really go from anywhere from 360 to 500. As far as no graphics, you might be wondering, well, I don't want no graphics. I was thinking of some creative ways what you could do with the no graphics here, which is why don't you just make a stencil and buy some spray paint? Like make a Pac-Man stencil or make a really simple stencil and spray paint it if you really want to go on the cheap, because then you get this down to 300 here. And as you see, you really start getting some significant savings. The other thing that I didn't put in this video is you can get your own controls. So I think the controls are like $80. Yeah, 80. So you can get this down to 220. No controls, no graphics. and then maybe go on eBay, and then maybe controls. You might be able to get like really cheap eBay controls for like maybe $40 with the encoder card and everything, or just hardwired in. So I mean, you can. That's what I'm gonna say. You could get it close to around $300. You can get a build like this around 300. If you want to go baller, around 632. And now here's kind of the last one I did was using the baller graphics and the sticks, but don't buy speakers, and don't light up the LED. So no LED lights, and then still Pi 3 CanaKit 64 gig. So your gaming experience, the controls and the Pi is going to be perfect, and the visual of the screen is great. This is for somebody that doesn't really care about the aesthetics of the cabinet. So you can save $50 here. If you want to save a little bit more dollars, what you could do is buy a used monitor. I bet you I could buy one for about 40. If I really shopped around, you might be able to get a 22-inch or 21-inch for 40 or $50. And now you save $100 from the one from my bet up here with all the baller stuff. And again, I mean, if you already have a Pi 3, you already have the HDMI, you have all that, and then you want to do this way with the used monitor, now it's $470. Let's say you still want to light the marquee. I think it was like $10 and $6 or something like that. If you really want to do something really cheap, what I might recommend is going to their website, and they do sell they have the panel. So for $109, you could just go and buy this panel, and you have that same kind of experience with the arcade panel. So you get, you still have the 4 admin controls. You have, Coinstar. So if you just want a controller for your Pi, they can make you one for $215 with graphics. If you want no graphics, $190. But this is for the person that just, or again, if you buy your own controls on like eBay, and then you print your own. I mean, it is only $109 if you just want to buy your own button. So there you go. I hope this was helpful. This is everything you need to know, all the pricing on the bar tops. If you're interested in buying one, there's some links in the description. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys on the next one.